You are not doing it properly. Up, straight, stand up, down. His blood number 1 says, a person is either good or bad at maths. A person is either good or bad at maths. If you agree, if you disagree, and if you are not sure, yes, yes. Okay, those who disagree, can you tell us why do you disagree that a person is either good or bad at maths?
In most cases, when we hear maths, we think about the X and Y. Okay, and in some way, even the women, when they get to the kitchen, they know how to measure the amount of salt they are going to put in their food.
Yeah.
And that is math. You go to the shop, they give you change, you calculate how much you are buying and how much change you are expecting. That is math. So we are always dealing with math. It depends on whether it is the book or the real life situation. So I believe that everybody can do that. So everybody is good at maths.
Good. Mathematics, I believe we have what we call school maths and we have what we call district maths. Let's imagine sometimes you find some children at the garage. They are selling pure water, or they are selling fruits. At the end of the day, you give them $50. Give them some seconds. You say, okay, I need water, $2. Give them $10. Before you realize, they will give you $8 change. How do they get to know that? But those are the same children. When they are in class, you write 10 minus 8. They struggle to solve it. But then in the street, they can solve it. Our grandparents that are selling vegetables in the market, you give them $50, get whatsoever you want to get from their tables. At the end of the day, they will give you a correct change. Even a single dollar will not miss. But go to them and then say, give them this. Tell them 50 minus 11. They will tell you that Manta has put. So this is it. So I believe we have school maths and then we have street maths. So here I also agree that there is nobody who is bad in maths. We move to the next one that says maths problem have one and only one correct answer.
Synergists will tell you that 5 plus 2 is 3.
Yes.
Not so.
6.
Yes.
All right.
No, it's 6.
6.
Yes. But when you add this, how much do you get? 7.
Yes.
So you want to tell me that my dad 6 is wrong?
Your 6 is wrong.
It's wrong.
You want me to tell you whether the 6 is wrong?
Yes.
Yes.
Now let me ask the class. Is that 6 wrong?
Yes. Why?
Why is it wrong?
It's not only wrong. 5%. It's not only wrong. It's very wrong.
Synergists will tell you that this 5 plus 2 is 6. The reason why they said 6, for example, you, Madam Sanya, when you go to your garden, you have your own vegetable garden. You want to work there. The output that you are going to put on that garden, and for example, the whole of this school goes to your garden. Is it going to be the same? It's not going to be the same. Which one will be greater? Which? The whole of the school, not so. So that's why they said 5 plus 2 is 6.
2 plus 5 will give us 7. I would have agreed with this. All right. You have different way of solving math problems, but you can only have one answer.
That's math. Right?
Yes, that math. Yes. All right. So we move to the next one that says a high level of maths is required for primary school teaching. A high level, like somebody who should be teaching maths at the primary school level, you should have that profound understanding of mathematics. So do we agree? Move to the next one that says maths is a creative subject. Do we agree? We agree. It's a creative subject that you play with it. It's a game sort of that you can play. So we move to the addition facts. Like, for example, let's try this. How do we solve this? If I have 8 plus 7, and if I have 9 plus, let's say, 6, how do we solve this?
8 plus 7 is 5.
8 plus 7 is 5. Yes, that's his answer. How do we solve this? He said 8 plus 5. Damso said 8 plus 5, 8 plus 7 will give us 5. He said it's 5. Yes.
I say it's 15.
It's 15. Somebody say 15. All right. We have 15. Okay. And then 9 plus 6 will give us what? 15. Huh? 15. Equally 15. Yes, many a times this is the way we solve it. All right. But now I will go back again and I will give you this. If I have 15, the same 15 that you give me, and I have, let's say, let me have 12, 15 here. You give me 2 15s, so I will give you back the 2 15s. These are multi-digits addition. How do we add this?
This 5 plus 5.
5 plus 5 will give us 10.
0
I do what? 0 carry 1. 1 plus 1, 2, and the plus 3. But will you agree with me if I say, you mention something and you say carry 1? This word. Carry. How do you carry? Or you say remember. How do you carry?
You only carry when the number is more than 5.
Alright, I am not English, but I believe the English will tell you how do you carry. Do I carry it on my head? Avoid that confusion. Carry, keep it in memory. Where are some kids will forget. Let the carry you put there, they will forget it. And if you put it on top here, others may think, oh, 151. Okay, here, where?
On top of the 5.
Here? This one, on top here. Huh? Here? 1, like that. So still, kids will think this way. So to avoid that, when you are adding addition, you have to have the knowledge again of what place value. This place value. Because looking at this one, what is the place value of 5 here? Unit. The place value of this is 10. If I am to add this again, I have 15 and 15 to add this. I don't need to carry this. I'll just add this. In addition, you can start from here or here, anywhere. If you have 3 digits, 4 digits, start it anywhere. You can start it with the hundreds or thousands or tens. But here,
sorry, not to cut you, sir. If you start, for example, with the kids, if
yes,
you start with this side, but on the left hand side,
yes,
plus 1 is 2 also.
yeah, yes,
Huh?
Then you will have 20, 210.
yes. 2 tens means what? 2 tens means 20. That's why I'm taking you back to this. 2 tens means what? 20. So if I start here 2 tens, I will write my 20. That means 2 tens. And then if I add this, 5 plus 5, we say what? 10. That is 10 units. I'll have my 10 units. Then I'll have my 0. I have my 3. I didn't carry. I don't mention anything like yes.
This one is very fine, but it is a confusing method.
This one.
Can you repeat it, please? Can you?
Because if you have
Yes.
2 tens,
Maybe the place value, I don't know, matters how they work. Maybe we analyze this better.
Yes. This one. No, it is not confusing.
No, what I mean, why do you
Maybe
Because the place value, when you look at place value, we say, what is the place value of this 1? It is under the 10 column. And when we say 10, anything that is under 10 is something, that number and the 0. That is 10. Right? So when you add this one, 5 plus 5, it is under what column? The unit column. So we place it under the unit column. That is 10 unit. You have what? 210, that is 20.
So you mean you are going to start with the 10 minutes?
Yes. Anyhow, if you want, you can start it from here. If I start it from here, this plus this, we said what? Is 10. I'll write the whole 10. I will not carry anything. Don't carry. Then 1 plus 1, we give you what? 2. 2 what? 2 10. Then you have what? 0 and you have what? 3.
Now I get your phone.
this one maybe, those two maybe So to make sure you forget about that.
Yes,
Everything they brought up here.
exactly.
Forget that carry we have been saying.
Thank you. So it's like you are teaching two things here. You are teaching them one, place value, and again you are teaching them what? Addition. There they will not forget about place value. Because many a times you start with kids, grade 1, grade 2, they are familiar with this place value. Go to them with to grade 4, grade 5, grade 6. If you ask them what is this, what is the place value of that, it's gone. Many a times we will say they learn and forget. But whatsoever you are teaching in maths, you have to show a linkage. Let it has connection. What you are teaching them here, you are teaching them one addition, you are teaching them the place value. And then you are not telling them to carry. In fact, mathematics advanced, they are telling you to say carry in maths or to say borrow when you go to subtraction is wrong. It's not correct. You say borrow. When you borrow, you pay. How do you borrow?
Now I want to ask, in what level would you recommend a teacher to teach this level? In what level?
This level here, even in grade 2, because you first in maths, what you need to do is, normally we jump when you have the triangular shape, SAS, all right? Whereas here we will have the vowel. Then here you will have materials. Then here you will have what? The symbol. First of all, talk to them. Discuss with them. If you are coming to addition, tell them addition. What is addition? How do we do addition at home? You are talking to them. Engage them. Have discussions with them. Then introduce what? Materials. Give them bottle tops, sticks, matchsticks, whatsoever. Give them that. Say, okay, if you have 8 plus 7, you have 8 sticks, 7 sticks. When you bring them together, how much do you have? They will count and tell you 15. How do you get the 15? Some of them will tell you we bring it together. Some of them will tell you and all those stuff. When they are saying that, what are you trying to introduce? Addition with the materials. Then from there, then you introduce. Yes, we have been discussing bringing that and bringing this together. When we come together, it will give you what? Addition. Introduce the symbol. This is what we call addition. This is what we call plus. At that age, they will know. But normally, many a times we will jump to this. If I come to class, 8 plus this is equal to what? Actually, you didn't know that. When you come here, you say carry with the materials. How can you carry? You cannot carry with the material. Materials. You cannot carry. So this is it. Always we start with this verbal. Talk to them. Communicate to them. Then from there, introduce what? Materials. From there, you go to the symbol. You have unit, tens, 100, and what? 1,000. So they will have a bit like that, and then this, you have another one here. For example, you have 1, and here let's say 1, 2, 3. Let me have 4. So here, how many bips do you have here? 4. That is 4 units, right? How much do you have here? 2. How much do you have here? 3. And how much do you have here? 1,000. So when you give them this, they call the number 1,000, 300, 2, 10, 4 units. You have 1,324. When you do this, you will not have problem in pronouncing or reading out words, because many a times we have this problem. People, they find it very difficult to read out.
So if I'm to come here, even with papers or these thrown curtains, one can use those one and cut them into different sizes. With the thrown vanguards or cards, like boxes thrown from these shops and others, one can just have them and cut them into different sizes. Then later, if you want, even you have sticks, you can have different size of sticks, you can sharpen them. And you can put them on this card in different, and you write on the card this unit, 10, 100. Now any number you want to put on the units, you can take those 2 cards, which you got different size, you put them here. Like he said 4, you put 4 cardboards here, small sizes. Then whereby he said 3, you put those 3 also there. Where he said 2, you count 2, you put. Where he said 1, you put that one there. The kids can able to understand with those ones. I think less expensive and also save time.
The protection material when you buy a radio or that white stuff, you can cut it and take sticks, maybe even brooms, and fix them so that each stick will represent a unit. You know, maybe units, pens, and color. And you look for beads. I think we all know what beads are. And then you put those beads in those ones. So that's a simple way. Or even a stick. I remember I was using who's stick. Who's, you know, it has something soft there. So I put the holes there, and then I put my sticks there, and then look for beads, you know, to represent those units and columns, unit columns, tens and hundreds. So it's not very difficult something to prepare.
All right. So we can still, this is 100 square chart because there is no time. You can equally draw a 100 square chart and you can add using this 100 square chart. And students will enjoy it. Still, you can also play a game we call the number line game. Number line. Play that game. Students will like it. You can use a die and draw clock. Distribute the clock faces to different groups. Use the die, let them throw the die and tell you, okay, we have two. Let them record the two. So that's also is another game that you can play. Let's look at this one here. This is a 100 square chart. That is from 1 to 100. You can use this to add. Like, for example, if we are adding, let's say, give me any 2-digit numbers here that we can add.
4.
2 digits. 13. You say 13 and what? 17. If I have 13 and 17, I can use this. I will go to 13. Where is 13? It's here, isn't it? And where is 17? 17 is here. But I will just go to 13 and I will look at this. On the unit column, how much do you have here? 7. I will count 7 steps forward. Addition, you go forward. Subtraction, you go backward. I will count 7 steps forward. All right? Then the 10th column is what? 1. Then I will count 1 step downward. Downward. Subtraction, up and back. Addition is forward and downward. We are attacking 7 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And downward. How much? How many steps? 1. How much do you have? Add this whether you know how that. Yeah? Yes. So we go to 13. On the unit column, how much do you have? 7. 7 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the 10 column, how much do you have? 1. 1 step downward. 1. How much do you have? 30. And when you add the 2, you have 30. We call it the commutative properties, where you have 17 plus 13. We have to, this is very important. Commutative properties. Many times students, when you ask them 17 plus this, they will tell you 30. But if you confuse them and say 13 plus 17, they'll be looking at you. Commutative properties. Yeah? We said 17. Where's 17? 17 is here. My unit column, how much do you have? 3. 3 steps forward. 1, 2, 3. And then 1. 30. 2-digit numbers from 1 to 100. 25. I believe I have 25. Yes, 25. I have 25. 39. Yes, 39 is here. Let's have 39. Where is 25? 25 is here. Yes. How many steps? 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then from there, you count down. How many steps? 3.
Like 2 times 3 is 6.
Yes.
So now, how I got my 6? Huh?
Yes.
I put maybe 2, 3 here. 2, 3.
Yes.
I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6.
6.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
That is correct.
Like this. Les bâtonnets. Hein? En français, on appelle ça des bâtonnets. I can use it like this.
Okay.
A small stick.
No problem. Yes.
Okay. Like this.
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
2 times. It gives you 6.
2 times 3 is 6.
Yes.
Okay. Also good.
Plus. Hein? Même si on ne fait pas le plus.
Times.
Parce que c'est une multiplication.
What I will send is this.
2 plus 2 plus
It's 6.
Okay.
So this is what I will send to explain.
Okay. Okay, all these ones are correct, but I want to use my own method, to solve this. That is a graphical method. Like I have 2 times 3. I will draw vertical line. That is 2 vertical lines like this. 1, 2, and 3 horizontal lines. 1, 2, 3. Now here, where the 2 lines meet, I will mark it X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is equal to 6. Yes.
Okay, as we have done rightly, so I'm also going to draw 4 horizontal lines, vertical lines.
Yes.
Okay, and then 3 horizontal lines.
Yes.
So this is the intersection.
Use another pair.
1, 2,
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Therefore, my answer is 12. I think that's correct.
Yeah. The same method. Who can answer that one? 5 times 6. By 6. Oh, just allow her. Check it properly. Yes.
The question says 5 times 6.
Yes, 5 times 6.
So therefore the graph I have 5 rows.
Vertical, okay.
Yes, 5 rows vertical and
6 horizontal, okay.
horizontal.
Okay.
What is it? Okay, let's start it together.
Start it here, okay. That
This
is
is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30.
we hope the kids will understand this, madam. Why not you count it one by one, yeah, one after the other.
This is 1,
Yes.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.
30, very good. So, very good. Thank you. Yes.
Is this method applicable to only one number, or is this also applicable to numbers like, for example, 14?
No. It should be only 1 digit by 1 digit, yes. 1 by 1. 1 digit by 1 digit. You cannot use it for 2 digit by 2 digits or 3 by 3.
From 0 to 9.
Yes, from 0 to 9. Yes. Yeah.
So the method that I'm going to show you is applicable for only the same numbers ending with 5. Now, for example, now a number like 25 by 25. 25 by 25. Who can tell us the answer? 2? 225. Another answer? Do we have another answer?
625.
Huh? 625. Another answer? Do we have another answer? Is that all?
Yes.
Okay, good. Now, we have a method where you can solve numbers ending with 5, the same numbers ending with 5, where you can solve it easier. Now, for example, this is 5 and this is 5. Now, 5 times 5, we know that it's 25, not so. Now, this is 2, this is 2. In numbering, the numbers start from 0, not so. Huh? As they follow each other, from 0 you go to 2, from 2 you go to 3. Now, what number is this? Now, from 2, which number do you go to? 3. So you multiply this 2 by 3, and that is how much? 6, and you got your answer straight. Now let's have another number. For example, 35. Or let me take big numbers. 95 by 95. Who can tell us the answer by using this method? By using this method, you can say the answer. It's going to be no. 9,025. Okay, good. It's correct because 9 times 10 is going to be 90. So you have your 25 here, and 9 times 10 is 90. So you got the answer straight. Now, using the normal methods that we do, that is, if you want to multiply 25 by 25, it means you have to take this digit. You multiply everything. From there, you take this other one, so multiply everything. From there, you add. Sometimes, kids, when they are adding, they can even mix up the place values. Is it clear? Okay.
It will also be important in a competition like quiz.
Okay, in a quiz competition. That one also. Yes, it's good. Try questions. Number 1. 45 by 45. Number 2. 65 by 65. 3. 75 by 75. Now, can you try these questions?
It's going to be 5 times 5, that will give us 25. And then the next number after 4, we have 5. That means we are going to say 4 times 5, and that will give you 20. Is this right?
Yes, it's correct.
5 times 5 is 25. So after 6, the number after 6 is what? 7. So 6 times 7 is how much? 42. Yes. So we have 4,225.
Who can divide this number? 688 because it's after the decimal point. Okay, good. So can you show us how you get the answer? Can you show us how you get the answer? What do you use? You can show us. Okay, good. The division also, you can only use it for numbers with 125. Only 125. Now what you do is, first of all, you will add this number here. This is going to be 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2, 3 plus 5. You know we have 8 here. Now this 8 that you have here, you multiply it here. Now 8 times 68 is how much? 6? Good. 688. 688. Now this 688, you divide it by 1,000 because it's 3 places. This is 3 places. So you divide this by 1,000. When you divide it by 1,000, your answer is going to be 0. Here you just move the point 1, 2, 3, and you have 0.688. I have one that is 11 times. For example, 11 times 14. There is a way where you can solve this one also very easily. First of all, we have 11 by 14. You write the first number here. This first number here. The last number, you write it here. Now you add here, and it will be 5. You have 154. Now let me have another. 11 times 13. 11 times 13. You write the first number, that is this number here, and you leave a space, and the last number, then you add the 2, and this is going to be 143. Now you can say 11 by even 16. That one, it will not work. 26, it would not work because there will be remainder. So
it only works with 11 times. Huh? It only works with 11 times.
Yes, 11 times. Can you raise our hands up first? Hands down. Up. We are not doing it properly. Up, straight, Zainab. Down. Good. Now can we start? Early in the morning. Praise the Lord. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, friends. Good morning. You happy and you know from God. You happy and you know from God. If you happy and you know from God. You happy and you know say die. You happy and you know say hooray. If you happy and you know and you really want to show. If you happy and you know hooray. If you happy and you know I'm happy boys and girls. If you know and you know some happy. If you know and you really want to show. If you happy and you really fine. Thank you very much. Now you can sit down. Today my topic is 42 main letter sounds. 42 main letter sounds. That's what we have on the board. So this normally we treat them by book, but here because of today today is their first, so we are going to wrap up or catch up with some of the main points. Now the first book here, this is what we call book 1. They are categorized into books. Book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But when it comes to grouping, they have 6 groups. They have 7 books, 6 groups. Because why 6 groups? Because the letter sounds are in 6 groups. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the first letter here, we sign it up. Can all of us say it together? Again, again. Can point and say, everybody, you are going to point here. Yes. Everybody point and say. No. You are not saying it properly. Point and say. No. Mr. Boya. then you are sounding a different sound. You are sounding a different, no, we have not written that one, but you are sounding a different sound. So the sound we are looking at here is, everybody, again. Now this one, let's try to say this one. Again. Point and say, when we are doing this, you have to point so that we can know where exactly we are. So point, because I'm pointing. You say you are not pointing. Again. Now let's go to the third one. Again. No, it's voiceless. It's voiceless. No, it's voiceless. It's silent. Your two lips should be attached together. No. Don't sound it out. Just when you are sounding, your lips should be You see my lips? Good. And the last one is Again. Good. So this is the first book. The first book, this is where we sound it. So now before we proceed to the second book, we have to recap on the first book first. Here, how do you pronounce this? Sorry. Thank you very much. How do we sound this? Again. Now here, when you go to alphabet letters, how do we sound this word? How do you sound this letter here?
S.
Again? S. But here in Johnny is different. We sound it as, and here this one, how do you sound this in Johnny Again. But in alphabet, how do you sound it? A. Good. Here in Johnny we sound this as, and in alphabet, how do you sound this? T. Now the fourth one, we sound it as again, and in alphabet we sound it as I. You see? I. Good. This one here in Jolly we sound it as, and in alphabet we sound it as what? P. So you see? And the last one is again, and the alphabet we sound it as up. And go.
What is this song?
Yeah, the song here with the S, we say that the snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. The snake is. The teacher is forgetting. Alright, sorry. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Now all of us, can we start it together? The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. Go. Now let's go to Asa. Can all of us start it? Ansamayan, therefore sing me aloud. Do you know what are we doing? Why are we doing like this? Because at times when, very good. At times when an ant bites us, now you don't know what you are searching it. At times we used to do like this to see what is biting you. So the more you are doing it, you want it to come down. This is why you are doing it like this. Good. Now this one is. Acha, Mr. Kai, help me with this one. When I go to tennis game. Yes, I know that one. High vibration. I'm singing. Okay, let's go. When I go to tennis game. When I go the tennis, my head goes back and front. Yeah, like for example, when you go to the field, like for the guys when they are doing this rounders, you know the action that they are doing, when throwing, their heads will be nodding, going in front and back. So this is the main of the song. So this one is E. Inclamas.
This song.
Yes.
Because at times you hear they say, when I was the tennis game, when I was the tennis game, my head goes side by side.
It's all the same.
Okay, and back and forth.
Yes. It's all the same. Yes. Yes. Actually, let's go to the Isham. Inclamas. Inclamas. Everybody, but the class, you are not active. Yes. Yes. Ajalesta. Inclamas. 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 When we start to run. So this one is a cat. Yes. It's an action of a cat. Good. So this one is Madam, stop it. Pip, pip, pip. Papa, they can do on a pip, pip, Papa, we can do on a big Here, if you want to off your light, if you want to off the light, like for the candle, when you light your candle, if you want to off it, normally when you are doing it, we do like this. So the sound that, the action that we are doing there, yeah. Now this one is a sound. Hello, hello guys. Yes. Can you sound it again? 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 Now here everybody. Here the aeroplane. Here the aeroplane. Here the aeroplane. When it starts who can tell me what is this? This action that we are doing. What is this? Hello? Hello? What action is this? Can someone tell me what are you trying to do? Fly. Because we all know that when aeroplane is about to fly, yes, you have to feed it feathers like this and starting off flying. So this is it. So it will go side by side. So this.
D. What sound do you hear from this one? A. The same sound as this. But are the spellings the same? No. So this is alternative spellings. So alternative spellings to this is E. So any word you find this there, you can say it as this. Understood? A, D. You know why? Normally, why when you start the word with Y, the sound of the Y comes up. But when the Y is at the end, then the sound of I. That's why there is no word that has no vowel letter or vowel sound. It's a main sound. A. Like in which word? Who can give an example? Rain. Sail. Very good. So the alternative sound, alternative spellings. Yes. So the alternative spellings, don't confuse yourself. The alternative spellings and the main sound. Here you don't look after the sounds, the spellings. Are you following? Yes. Okay, the alternative spellings here is this. A. That's it. Yes. A, E. You can have a letter here. You can have letters before this to form a word. For this one, an example was given as this. Who can give an example of this one? Yes. This one.
Yes.
Aim. Game. This one, huh?
Yes.
Game. Name. Good. Okay. It's okay. Now, I can see that you understand now. Yes. So now, this, if you are to teach children about this, you teach them systematically. Make sure it is precise and clear, because if not, it will confuse them. Maybe a day or 2 days, you treat one alternative sound before they are confused. Because some mix the alternative spellings with the sound, and they are different. So if you give them spelling tests, if you ask someone to write day, they might write this, which is very wrong. Another one is, what sound is this? E. Huh? E. The alternative spellings is and the trick there is, if you see any of this, anything like this, 2 vowel letters like this, the sound is the first name of the first letter, the name of the first letter. You sound it like this. Like this. All these are vowel letters, huh? What is the name of the first letter? E. So this is E. Yes.
So you have ear.
Ear. Yes, E.
Yes.
Yes, the sound of this is E. Example. It. T. Meat. Bit. Exactly. Good. Another one is I-E. The alternative spellings for this yes. So these are all ways to spell this sound. Yes. This, and this. Yes. Sight, good. Sight, might, good. Might, yes. Yes, we can name as many as 100 or even more. Okay, another alternative spelling is, we have about 9, huh? O. O is the main sound. It has some alternative spellings like O-E, O-W, O-E. This does show you that there can be a letter here to form your word. Letter can come before O, it can come between O and E. Yes. You can give an example of a word.
Remove.
Remove. Good. Remove.
C-O-D-E.
C-O-D-E. Very good. This one. O-W. Now. This one. O-E. O-E. To. Good. Because now you have already decided which or the word that you want to make. You start with the sound that you want to start your word with. You step on that sound. From there, you step on another sound until you step on all the sounds that you want to have in your word. And after, you can match and say the word. Huh? Yes. So you can here, you can rest. But sometimes the distance will be far. So if you want to jump from this corner to that corner, the children they might fall on the ground. Yes.
Like for
Yes,
me, this is rough. This is A.
They say no.
No, I'm jumping. This one.
Now say your mother say really very good. A big clap.
When you talk about gender-based violence, When you talk about gender-based violence, because women and children are the ones who are much affected, but it is all are inclusive. Yes.
Can we please keep our questions?
Yes. Yes. I will talk about that. Okay, good. So we're going to talk. There are some learning outcomes that we're going to look here. First, we're going to define what is sex and what is gender, because these two are confusing. You will see someone said sex refers to, I understand, sex refers to the copulation of men and women. And gender, they will say male and female. Yes, male and female. That's what we all know about gender, not so. But according to WHO, that is World Health Organization, what they define gender is different from what we think gender is. For example, right now, who are those cooking there? Female. Not so. Huh?
I was there.
Yes. Okay, but in our homes or in the way our societies are set, who are responsible for cooking? Female, not so. So we categorize it as their gender roles, not so. We're going to talk about it. No, I'm coming. Yes, you can cook. But generally, who do we associate cooking with? Female, not so. In our society. Good. We are coming. We know, as I told you, it's going to be a discussion. Forms of gender-based violence. Forms of gender-based violence. There are some attitudes, or there are some activities that we do. We think that it is our right to do it. But we don't know that we are violating the right of the people whom we inflict it to. So we're going to talk about those things here. And we also look at key consequences of gender-based violence, ways to combat school-related gender-based violence. This is the most important thing here, because we are working in schools, not so. So anything that we do, we're going to concentrate more on school-related gender-based violence. And we also looked at challenges in the education settings, because these things are becoming rampant in our education settings. Yes, so we're going to talk about it. We also looked at measures to overcome the challenges. Measures to overcome the challenges. Now let's come back to the drawing board. We talk about gender. Who can tell me what is gender, or what do you understand from the word gender?
In my own understanding.
Yes. The social differences between male and female. Thank you. Good. Who else? Mama na gender ustaz. Wal nisa. Sukran. Yes, who else, madam? Please, let's have one forum. Yes, madam. Les sex féminin et masculin. C'est bon, très bien. Who else? Who else? All right. Now, when you talk about gender, according to WHO definition, as Madam, yes, Madam have just mentioned here. Gender refers to the social constructed norms that differentiate between male and female. For example, the works that they do. I can say, yes, the roles that they play. The works that they, for example, you say these are the works of a female, these are the works of males. So now that's gender. We talk about sex because as science or other people, when you heard about sex, you think that sex, yes, it's a no-go area. But we are not referring to that here. Who can define what is sex for me? Sex. You want to try again? Yes. Good try. Who else can try? Sex is a biological difference. Does it? Yes, we say, mother. Sex? From your own understanding, what do you understand from the word sex? Yeah. Sex is talking about what?
Male and female.
Male and female. Keda? No. Science. So we all conclude that sex is the biological difference between men and female. Yes, that's right. So sex is the physical and biological characteristics. The physical and biological characteristics that generally define human. That generally define humans. A male or female or both. That's sex. I get what I'm saying. Now let's talk about violence. Violence. Yes.
What's the difference then between gender and sex?
Gender refers to the social constructed characteristics of women and men, such as norms, roles, and relationships. The roles that you play as a man and the role that this one play as a woman. That's gender, yes. How to call it? Norms.
Now. Sorry. Now,
sex.
Now, in sex, you can say male and female.
Yes, male and female.
In gender,
that's the role that they play. The role that they play in the society. That's what he refers to gender. For example, gender determines. Sorry, let me come. Gender determines what is expected, allow, and value in a woman. What is expected? For example, what is expected for a woman to do? What is expected? You know, in our society, women put on wrapper. Not so. That is in our society. That's why I say norms and values. Norms talk about traditions, bro. I get what I'm saying. How we behave. In general, we say how we behave. That is in the society. That's what gender talks about.
My question was.
Yes.
Okay.
You
know, in sex we categorize.
Yes.
Okay. Like you can say this one is a female. This one is a male.
Yes.
Now
that's sex.
Gender, in gender.
Yes.
Now you mean that it depends on what role you are playing.
Yes.
Now what in a situation where a man is playing a role of a woman, like just what my boss just said.
Yes, cooking. Cooking. That's why I say. Okay.
Can be changed.
Can be changed?
Yes, can be changed.
Like sex cannot be changed.
How can you change that?
The role that sorry.
This one's
Mr. Nyan said he cooks. Not so. Mr. Nyan cooks at home.
Yes.
That's gender roles. But sex, Mr. Nyan is a man. It's a man, not so. Can that be changed? Yes, what I'm saying, listen. The transgender people. No, we are not talking about LGBT.
No. In our society, in a typical world of society, who should cook? Male or female? Who should cook? It's the female. But a man can cook. Yes. So you have changed the gender role.
No, the change that he's talking about is this LGBT. That's what we are talking about, not so. This transgender issue, not so. That one, we are not talking about that here. I know it's happening. But here, we are talking about what happens in our society. For example, in a typical Gambian society. I get what I'm saying.
Or in a typical African society.
No, even in Africa, even in Africa, madam, transgender is happening. Yes, gender roles may be different. For example, the gender roles in the Gambia. For example, in the Gambia, we know that it's only females that cook. That is 95%. But when you go to Europe, males cook. Not so. So gender roles can differ from one culture to another. Instead, artificial. That means you transplant female parts to your body. Not so. But when you talk about sex, sex is something which is biological, that you are made naturally. So if you go on the artificial, that means you are changing from male to female. I can say. But in a normal circumstance, when you talk about sex, sex refers to physical and biological. That is between male and female. These are male and these are female. That's how God made us. But when you go on the artificial, that means you are doing something that is not natural. But sex, we are talking about natural. That is between male and female. You understand now? Yeah, listen. That point is noted. Okay, good. Now we go to violence. Violence, yes. Violence can be any action of destruction. Okay, good. That's clear. Who else? Yeah. Violence. Yes. Young violence. If you inflict pain on somebody. Yes. Can you give you one example of a violence? One example. Who can give you one example of a violence?
For example, beating.
Beating, that's physical.
Yes.
Good.
Insult.
Insult, that is psychological. Yes, verbal. Harassment, kicking, choking, or naming.
Domestic violence.
Yes, domestic violence, that's we're talking about here. Physical or
rape.
Yes, rape, or even gestures. All those are types of violence that we inflict on people. And even economical. The economical violence also is there. Yes, economical violence. Who can give one example of an economical violence? Money. So this economic violence, it can happen between a husband and his wife. Sometimes husbands can seize the money of their wives. You don't know that you are inflicting violence on your woman? It's not right for you to take your woman's money without his her will. Or sometimes some male can say, my wife will not work. Yes, you are inflicting violence on her. Who say no? Okay. That's not violence. It's violence, bro. What is violence? You said, it's violence. Okay, we'll come to that. We'll come to that when we talk about forms of violence. Yes. Listen, hello. Sorry, one thing we need.
Transgender she's talking about.
It's just some culture. Sorry, one thing we need to know. This thing is not talking about only Gambia, but in general. So I'm not trying to be defensive or trying to promote what Western people want us to do. I know what I'm saying. But when you talk about gender-based violence, as you said, any action that inflicts pain on people, and it can be either physical, psychological, mental, economical. I know what I'm saying. And even internet harassment is part of violence. Yes. Yes.
It might be based on agreement.
No, listen. When sometimes it is not based on agreement. When it is not based on agreement, you are inflicting.
You don't say when you're formed with an agreement.
Yeah.
You say you deny your wife from working against violence.
Female, sometimes it happens not so. Our husbands will tell us, after going to the college, they will tell you are not going to work. Which is out of your will.
It's not out of the willingness of the woman.
Yeah.
It's no longer denial.
When the woman accepts it, it's not violence. But once it doesn't accept, she don't accept it, it's a violence. So it's well clear now, right? Okay, now we move to forms of violence. Yes.
These gender-based ideologies that you are teaching Gambian people.
Yeah.
When they were given to us by the WH.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did we castigate it and see what is applicable to our society and what is not applicable to our society, or we are just given a book and we are going by that book, because there are some things we have morals and values and ethics, and our ethics are different from different. Wait, don't swallow my words. Now, like our values and ethics are different from what place you are. Okay. Now, if we just get a value from somewhere else and come and inculcate it to ours, sometimes they don't go. They don't go. Because sometimes it can go against our religion, sometimes it can go against our values. Now, what I was expecting for Gambians to do is whenever we are given foreign policies, we see what is applicable to our values and our norms. Okay, and what is not applicable to us, we go it away. That's why we are fighting this FGM today.
I will come
the
to that.
reason is that it was just given to us. We accept it. Today we want to remove it, and it is a problem. So those are the problems that we are still having here.
Can I comment?
Okay, no problem.
Surprisingly, Mr.
Ngalan.
Some of those things we are talking, they are conventions, human rights conventions. And Gambia government ratified most of those ones. Signed, go to parliament and they are ratified and signed. So at the end of the day, those who are doing the promotion, they are to assign to do the job.
To advocate.
They are just advocates. But the ratification has been done by
the lawmakers.
Our MPs. So that is the thing now.
Now, some of these things they cannot be put as a law. Those are beliefs. There are many things that you are
we are talking about now.
Yeah.
It was ratified in parliament.
Yeah,